Justin Cornwell, PBR Livestock Contractor. This guy has kind of a wild lifestyle, taking care of some of the biggest, baddest bulls on the planet. Justin, how are you today?
Doing well.
That's good to hear. Thanks for being on with us. Where are you from,
Yep.
Justin, and how do you get into this line of work?
I'm from Lima, Ohio, and I was a former bull rider years and pounds ago, and always wanted to stay involved and got into the stock contractor aspect of the rodeo industry.
So you're acutely aware of what these riders are going through out there on the big stage.
Yes, yep, and that, I think, helps me have a different angle on it than some people, just because I kind of know how to prepare the bulls to make it better for the bull riders as well.
Understood. What's the average size of some of these animals we're working with here?
I'd say your average bucking bull is around 1,600 pounds. When they get much bigger than that, a lot of times they lose their athletic ability. Now, I have a bull, the Undertaker, who is just huge, probably a little over 2,000 pounds, but he is kind of an exception to the rule. For his size, he should not have the athleticism that he has.
2,000 pounds and still athletic ability. I'm going to equate that to maybe a Vince Wilfork, if you will.
Sure.
Right on. What does it take to transport something that size, and kind of what does that process look like?
We haul them either on gooseneck stock trailers or with semis, and generally we won't keep the bulls on the trailer much more than between 10 and 12 hours, and we'll stop and spend the night and rest them if we have to go further than that. So that would mean, unloading them at a stockyard or a friend's house somewhere along the way that has the facilities, feed them, water them, let them rest overnight, feed them again in the morning, then we would reload them and take them wherever we needed to go from there. But they definitely learn their job and they enjoy it. They'll come up to where we load them at the house when they see that trailer start backing in. I mean, they know the game and they enjoy it.
Very intelligent animals. I know there was some viral footage going around the interwebs not too long ago about J.B. Mooney, a professional rider that adopted the bull that ended his career. Have you ever heard of anything like that happening elsewhere in the bull riding world?
Not necessarily with the bull riders doing that. I'm aware of the one with J.B., and if you would happen to watch that video, you see he goes out there and scratches and pets on him, and they all have their own different personalities. I have some that like that attention, and I've got some that you don't get, 4 feet from. They just all have a little different personality to them, and you've got to learn the individual animal.
At 2,000 pounds, in some cases, totally understood. Again, speaking with PBR Livestock Contractor, and now we understand former professional bull rider Justin Cornwell. What does life look like for these animals? I mean, you mentioned they're intelligent enough, they know when they're about to get loaded up and travel. What is life like for them compared to an animal bred for food in terms of diet and living conditions and the like?
Sure. So they're half of the equation of the bull riding, and they're athletes as well. So we feed them a different diet than you would, say, a steer, because we don't want that fat on them. We want lean, hard muscle, and then we exercise them. They're genetically bred to do this, and we keep track of their genes through a DNA process and try and make crosses that we think maybe you have a bull that is really fast but doesn't have a lot of kick and extension, so we'll cross that with a lineage of bucking bulls that maybe puts that up and down in the kick in them but could use the speed. So we try and have some science behind putting the puzzle together when we're trying to breed these bulls for rodeo bucking bulls.
You got a pretty good bead on what pedigree is going to produce, say, the next Undertaker. Is that in the realm of possibility?
We sure try to, and we're hoping that he, reproduces as well as he's bucked or better as well, because he'll be our next breeding bull.
Understood. The PBR Tour coming to Simmons Bank Arena March 8th and 9th. Finally, do you have social media, Justin, or a website where people listening can find out a little bit more about you and what you do?
Sure. So you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook under Cornwell Bucking Bulls.
Cornwell Bucking Bulls on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Justin, Godspeed and good luck in the future, my man.
Great. Thank you. Have a good day.